Michigan prosecutors told jurors on Thursday that the mother of a boy who fatally shot 4 classmates at Oxford High School in 2021 didn't pull the trigger but bears responsibility for her son's act. The involuntary manslaughter trial of Jennifer Crumbley is believed to be the first to target a parent of a school shooter. It's a case that experts say breaks new legal ground, and one which gun safety experts hope can serve as a wake-up call for parents around the U.S. to better secure weapons in their homes. Jennifer and her husband James each face 4 counts of manslaughter. Their son Ethan, who was 15 at the time of the shooting, was last month sentenced to life in prison without parole. Here's State Prosecutor Mark Keast's opening statement on Thursday.
The evidence will prove that by the time this gun was bought, the school shooter was in a downward spiral that had begun months before. The evidence will also show you that Jennifer Crumbley was aware of that. Despite her knowledge of his deteriorating mental crisis, despite her knowledge of his growing social isolation, despite the fact that it is illegal for a 15-year-old to walk into a gun store and walk out with a handgun by himself, this gun was gifted.
Crumbley's defense attorney said her client did not have it on her radar that her son was mentally disturbed. On the day of the shooting, teachers discovered disturbing and violent drawings from Ethan. The drawings included a handgun, a bleeding figure, and the words, "The thoughts won't stop, help me." Prosecutors have said the Crumbleys were called to school before the shooting happened and were told Ethan needed counseling. The parents resisted the idea of taking their son home and did not search his backpack nor ask him about the gun. Unlike some states, Michigan does not legally require gun owners to keep their firearms secured from children. Michigan also bans those under 18 years of age from buying or possessing firearms, except in cases such as hunting with a license and a supervising adult.
Go back to the last page.
Anna St. Juliana, Madison Baldwin, Tate Muir, and Justin Schilling. They died on November the 30th of 2021. They weren't in a car crash. They weren't sick. They were murdered in an act of terror committed by Jennifer Crumbley's 15-year-old son. Jennifer Crumbley didn't pull the trigger that day, but she is responsible for those deaths.
The prosecution has charged Jennifer Crumbley with involuntary manslaughter in an effort to make the community feel better, in an effort to make people feel like someone is being held responsible, in an effort to send a message to gun owners, and none of those problems will be solved by charging Jennifer Crumbley with involuntary manslaughter.
On November the 30th, Jennifer Crumbley was still given the opportunity to prevent these murders from ever happening. Instead, she chose to do nothing.
So you've got here a little musical chair. Where do you feel like this is?
The evidence at trial is going to show you that Jennifer Crumbley did the best she could as a mother to a child who grew up into a teenager and had no way to know what was going to happen.
So what do I do then? So it is this top option here. It was on...
They did nothing. They didn't do any number of tragically small and easy things that would have prevented all this from happening.